Many years ago, I was um, I was working in a ministerial capacity. I was working as a men's director in an alcohol and drug rehab and a men's shelter, and I was a crisis interventionist for our women and children home. The men's shelter was on this side of the street. The women and the mothers and their kids' home was on the other side. One morning, I took a guy and said, "Let's go for a walk, what I call prayer walk, while we are going out for coffee or for tea in downtown. Then we'll pray, and then I'm counseling because I was the multicultural counselor too. I was helping men who were thrown out of society, they didn't need them. I was helping them for them to recover themselves. That was the job that I was doing. And I am so grateful that God makes me remember this tonight so that I will remember my assignment. While I was coming back, counseling this guy, and we were praying, and we were coming back from downtown to my office, a woman drove up in a white car and parked near the women's shelter, the women and their kids' shelter. And she parked. I saw her from afar parking, and she was waiting there. As we drew near, as we drew near, something happened. Please, if you are sleepy, please find something to drink or walk around, please. We will soon end this conference tonight. We will end this particular topic tonight. But I want you to hear this story. Because you must know where the wind is going. When you cry out to God, He will send the wind. If you are willing to earn it and to pay a price for it and you will value it, He will send it to you. As we drew near and I was about to go into the building to my office, I heard a woman shouting, "Hey, hey, 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 come here, come here." So I continued because hey, hey, hey has nothing to do with us. So there were other people passing by the street, so we kept going, we kept moving. And the woman drew near, she drove towards us and said, "Hey, I'm talking to you." So I told the guy that I was counseling and praying with, "She's calling you." The woman said, "No, I'm talking to you. Are you from Africa?" I said, "Yes, I am." He said, "It's you." I said, "What about it? I don't know who you are. I don't talk to strangers." She said, "I know, but just give me an audience." She came out of the car and stood there and said, "Last night, God brought you to me in a dream. I saw you, same face, same outfit you're wearing, exactly as you are now." He said, "That guy work in such and so place. You drive and go there and go to that place at such and so time, and you will find him coming from downtown with somebody else. Then stop and give him this message." Let's begin to face how these things go. And that is why that she's been waiting in that place for me to come. See, this woman doesn't know me. I don't know who she is. Her real name is Veronica. Her real name is Veronica. I didn't know that she was in charge of adoption, those who want to adopt children in that city. She's the chief in charge of that in the social services department. That's who she is. She holds a master's degree or a PhD. I don't know. I think one of them. So she was there waiting at the exact time she was told in a dream. And here I'm coming from downtown with this guy that I'm counseling, I'm praying for. And then she came out and she said, "Thus says the Lord, I'm going to get you out of this place where you are currently walking. Do you see both sides of the building?" I say, "Yes." God is going to give you a ministry that is far more greater than where you are now. See, many of you, when God decides to remove you, you think it's a crisis. You do not know that you are being sent to something bigger. Say, do you see that men's shelter, alcohol and drug rehab? That you are the men's director? As I say, yes. He said, you're going to have something far more than that. See that women and their mothers and their kids shelter? I say, yes. You are going to have a ministry far more than that. See the thrift stores that you guys have? I say, yes, sir, you will have more than this. Far more than where you are. I was shocked. I stood there and I said, really? She said, yes. He said, that's what God has sent her to come and tell me, to prepare me for the future. Thank you very much. And she started entering the car. And then I asked her, what's your name? Where do you work? And she told me that she works in downtown. She showed me her ID. I saw her ID. I told her, come back and eat with us. So during the lunch hour, she came with her co-workers from the Department of Social Services, and they came and worked with us. I was shocked. That woman was looking at one of the men I'm working with, and that woman whispered in my ear and told me everything about that man, and it's exactly true. She has never met that man. That's how I knew that she's a prophetess, real. Ordinary, the real prophetess are ordinary people of God. And what that woman told me will surely come to pass. I told Elizabeth today, she's in one of those states, I told her, listen, there's a work that is going to come out so that when you think that you are going through crisis or middle life crisis, I'm going to tell you why people go through those things. At the age of 40, God decided to stop you and decide to redirect you. And you are crying, you had a divorce. You are crying, you had a family problem. You are crying, you lost your job. And you have no idea that a middle life crisis is to refocus you. That if you remain in that marriage, you will never amount to anything. And you are there crying. God is telling me, never talk about a divorce. Talk about a change of direction. What you see as a divorce, God call it a change of focus, to refocus you, to redirect you towards your destiny. If not, if you remain in that marriage, you are here crying. There are people who married, they've been married for 50 years. They've been married for donkey years. They've been married for 70 years together. Why didn't I have such a luck? Are you serious? What did you know at the age of 22, 25, 30, 35, 39 when you got married? What did you know? What life experiences did you have? What supernatural tools did you have? You married out of circumstances? You married whoever lived within you or was arranged for you or you fell in love with? What did you know that for you really to succeed in life with any human being, you must discover their spirit? No, you never knew that. You went to match.com, eharmony.com. You depended on your parents or your friends, and they arranged it for you. Or if not, the devil help you. You think you were choosing rightly? And when God tear you out of that marriage, you are like so emotional. Go and read the life of Abigail and see how God refocuses people. Go and read the life of Ruth and see how God refocuses people. And we are here crying. Go and read the life of Abraham and Sarah and see how Hagar and Ishmael were thrown out so that Abraham and Sarah can focus. And we are here being emotional puppy. For heaven's sake, how will you be able to fulfill your destiny except God is coming in to break what you think is the best thing in your life? Whereas the best thing is waiting for you. If God allow you to remain in that marriage, if God allow you to remain in that job, you will never be able to enter into the place of money. You will never be able to enter into the place of prosperity. You will never be able to have a name on the earth and influence the earth. Your destiny will perish. You are here crying. Look at Moses. So you're going to see me do a big work on middle life crisis and on life crisis as opportunity. Jennifer, write that down. That's going to be a big thing. If that's the only reason I'm sent to earth, to teach and minister on that, to refocus each person on the earth, then I've done my job. When God decides to kill people because of you, because that's what he says in the book of Isaiah, I give people in exchange for your life. If God decides to remove people, destroy things, so that you can enter into your destiny, why are you crying? Some people, when they talk about their divorce, they are crying, they are weeping. When they see a picture of the person they were married to, when they see a picture of their children, when they see this, yeah, those things hurt. But by the way, how will you be able, if you remain there with those things, you will never enter into your land of Canaan. Never. The man who disappointed you, the girl who dogged you, the man who bitched on you and who dogged you and betrayed you, and you are crying. You never knew God permitted those things so as to reprogram you, rearrange you. Please write this down. God allowed things to break in your life so as to rearrange you, refocus you, reprogram you, and reassign you to your destiny. Look at the word I used. To reassign you to your destiny. Amen. Vadim, I'm speaking because of you. I'm speaking because of you. Amen. Because that's what people have been talking. Your parent, look at you. La, 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 la. You are in trouble with this. This happened to you. Blah, blah, blah. Tell them, mama, papa, brothers, sisters, I'm begging you in God's name. God is reprogramming me. God is rearranging me. By the time order returns, you will become a millionaire. Nobody will complain again. Nobody will complain again that you are a poor father. Nobody will complain that you are a bastard parent. Can I tell you something, Vadim? Yes. There are people who are coming home to you, and you know it. You know what I'm talking about. By the time they come back home, you will already be wealthy. Go and write it down. If a prophet have never talked to you, you heard one tonight. Because it's going to happen to you. Many of you are here crying. Oh, I had a man that I wanted to marry. I had a woman that I wanted to marry. Somebody else came and married them. And you're crying and weeping. All those witches. They will never allow me to marry. I will find a man that somebody else marry. I will find a woman, she dies. I will have a husband, he goes. Have you ever looked at the other side of the coin and asked God, what are you trying to do with me? Are you trying to reprogram me, rearrange me, refocus me, or reassign me to my destiny? That word is so powerful. Reassign me to my destiny. Many of you are crying because you are lonely. I'm lonely. I'm looking for a husband. I need a husband. I'm lonely. I'm looking for a wife. Have you asked God? While you are asking God for a husband or wife, have you asked him that let that person be an answer to your prayer? Let that person be the blessing, the manifestation of your blessing. See, you must say it. You must read it out to God I want a husband. I want a wife who is an answer to my prayers, who is the manifestation to my blessing. Jennifer, Geneva, write it down to me. That is what you should be praying for. And not just, God, give me a godly husband. God, give me a godly wife. And that's where you stop.
Amen.
Have you attached the other thing to it? A man gave God a fleece. He said, God, on Sunday when I go to church, the first woman that come to that church that is a single woman is going to be my wife. God said, okay, I agree. Let's do it. So on Sunday he went to church. He was the first to be in church. As soon as the deacons opened the door, he was the first there. And he was praying and watching who comes in. It didn't take long. God said to him, remember that we have a covenant, we have a pact. The first single woman that come to that church is going to be your wife. You said it. So I'm going to do what you said. He said, yes, Lord, I'll do it. It wasn't up to about an hour. He heard boy, 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 boy. He said, my goodness, what kind of noise is this? He kept praying. Boy, 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 boom, boom, boom. He heard this extra noise of somebody's walking. Then the person entered the church. And the person kept walking to come and find her seats. He turned around and looked. It was this beautiful girl, this beautiful lady, but she has only one leg. And she walked with a crutch. So what the extra leg she was here, boy, was the crutch that was making the noise. And he shouted, no, Lord, no way, Jesus. No way, Jesus, help me. Jesus said, no, I only hear it once. In the supernatural, I do what you say once. We don't change our mind in the supernatural. And the lady was fighting, and the lady goes, Mr. John, what's the problem? And the man continued to shout, no, no. And he took his Bible and ran out of the church. Never went back. Never went back. You want to put a fleece on God? You got your fleece. You got what you want. You gotta get what you say. That's why you have to tell God exactly what you are looking for. I just want a man that is a godly man, spirit-filled and speaking in tongues. What about if he's a witch? Do you want a bald-headed man? A man with a big pot belly? Do you want a man with a big backyard? What are you looking for? Yes, there are. Oh yeah. Yeah, you say you want a man of God? What kind? What kind are you looking for? Yes? There you go. You want a man who is 500 pounds? Is that what you want? That is why from what God told me about prayer, he said, write it out. Exactly what you want. What you cannot be a PhD holder and then you are marrying somebody who is a high school dropout. When you are discussing with your colleagues, when you are discussing technical things with your colleagues, the person is jealous, angry at you, begin to feel inferior. Make sure you know what you're asking for. Make sure you know what you're asking for. Make sure you're involved with a person who has almost everything that you need. So that you do not marry one for her beauty or for his money, and then you have somebody else for the bedroom out there. You have somebody else as your business partner out there. You still are with your sisters and brothers. You are your mother, your mom's baby still. All kind of. You have to know the wind of God is going to hold you responsible for what you want. I'm serious. I'm serious. It's coming. That wind is coming towards you. I cannot wait for the month of April to July for the testimonies to begin to trickle in. But people of God, begin to pray seriously every day for the wind. Begin to pray seriously for the wind. There is a wind. There is a wind that is about to go through cities. Listen carefully. There is a wind, not just a supernatural wind, but a physical wind. Listen carefully. As physical wind is going to go through cities and nations of the world. So I've told you now, there is a physical wind and a supernatural wind that is going to go through cities and nations of the world. So that when you see it in the news, you will not say that you were not told. A real wind, a big wind is going to begin to go through cities and nations of the world to sweep nations, to sweep cities. It's coming. Nations of the world. Yeah. For some it will be, for some people it will be a gentle wind. For others, it will be a terrible wind. See, for some, it will be a gentle wind. For others, it will be a terrible wind.
I saw the wind, Bishop. You remember the wind I told you?
Yes, I did. You told me about it, and here we go. God has been revealing things about wind to people, but here it is coming in detail. Look at what he says here. Thank you, Christine, for reminding me. It will bring about immediate changes in everything. This wind will bring about immediate changes in everything. I'm serious. It will bring about immediate changes in everything. Yes.
I saw it how it was.
Yep.
I saw it.
Yep. This wind will come. It will come upon you. This one will come upon you. Yes, it will come upon you. It will come upon your giftedness. It will come upon your talents. It will blow. It will blow. It will be blown out. When it comes upon you, it will put fire. This wind, you know how a little fire is burning in a bush, and when the wind blow on it, what happened? It will cause the entire bush to be on fire. So many of you, your talents, your giftedness is just there a little bit. It's working or almost not working. But when this wind will blow over your life, it will blow over your giftedness and your talent. And what will happen? You will suddenly begin to profit. You begin to profit because fire will come upon you. So it will activate and redirect your talent and giftedness. And you will begin to profit from your giftedness. Many of you are not profiting from your giftedness and talent. This wind will make the fire to come up. And when the fire catches your giftedness, it is the wind that is going to make your entire gift and talent to begin to work. You will begin to profit from it. Yes. Your gift and talents have been shut down. God said, many of you, your gift and talents have been shut down But from now on, the wind will open up. It will open up the rooms, rooms, the rooms of your gifts, It will open up. I think that is where we should stop today. We should stop at 21. And tomorrow afternoon we will start at 22 and we will continue. So very soon we will be finished with this. I'm serious. Maybe by tomorrow we should be done with the entire prophecy. But people of God, those of you who are wondering what is wrong with my gift, why am I not profiting from my gift? Why is God not doing anything with my giftedness and talent? Why am I struggling? The wind is coming to blow on the little fire in you, and you will come back to real fire. Real fire will come upon you, and now your gifts and talents will begin to be productive. You will begin to be productive. Impartation will be granted to you. You will have impartation. Things will begin to work for you. You begin to make money. People will know you as a great person that came to earth because the wind blew you on your way. Hallelujah.